I wonder if we should be able to watch.
Okay, now it's showing up live.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wonder if we should be able to watch.
I love it.
I feel your high is like you're losing your high.
Okay, now it's showing up live. I know I should get high again, huh?
Amusement parks aren't supposed to be creepy. After all, the whole point is to have a fun experience and enjoy yourself. What happens after they shut down?
So this is just something, I don't know what you think about this. You ever thought about stuff like that?
Yeah, sometimes, but I love this kind of stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it gets creepy. From broken rides to busted locks, people love to visit abandoned amusement parks, so today we're looking at the scariest. Wait, no, wrong image. Scariest. If we could get 5,000 likes on this video, we'll go visit our own abandoned amusement park. Anyways, let's get right into it. Number 5, Dotty Park. Old theme parks are seriously creepy, so it makes sense that the older they are, the more frightening they become. We're starting this list with the first and oldest theme park in all of Europe, which, if I'm right, should be the scariest of all. This theme park was created by a local priest in 1950 to give Belgian children a safe place to play. It was actually pretty popular at first and drew in a crowd of 1 million in its first year, which is huge for the time period. There were all sorts of slides, carousels, and bumper cars, as well as huge swings, but the main attraction was actually the bridge. Sounds weird, I know, but at the time, the 800-meter-long path was the longest suspended walkway in Europe, so it was a pretty big deal. Everything was fine for decades, but as the equipment got older, things got more and more dangerous. Everything came to an awful halt when in 2000, 50 years after the park's opening, a 9-year-old boy had his arm ripped off by one of the spinning jet rides.
Oh my God.
After that, the place was shut down and never successfully reopened, and the ride stayed there abandoned until it was even too dangerous for urban explorers to go there, and the place was demolished permanently. Number 4, Six Flags New Orleans. Like I've said already, most of the abandoned theme parks on this list are scary because they're so old and no one has dared to ride the rides for decades. However, this one is so recent that some of you watching this might have even been there, and if you have, let us know in the comments. I'm talking about Six Flags New Orleans, which was once part of a huge chain of popular theme parks, but was destroyed in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina struck the area. I mean, it's over 10 years later now, and many homes and even neighborhoods haven't recovered from the flooding. So it makes sense that fixing up a theme park wouldn't be at the top of their list. Still, leaving the park there abandoned has created...
2005?
Damn.
It's closer to 20 years.
Some pretty creepy scenes, as well as some downright dangerous ones. Alligators now swim through the dirty swimming pools and flooded attractions, and the colorful show buildings are rotting and filled with debris on the inside. Aside from the graffiti, the place seems totally empty and hollow, but the slides and roller coasters are still standing as if someone might ride them again one day. Number 3, Lake Shawnee. Now, I'm going to be honest here. If I were you, I'd take this next story with a pinch of salt because it sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. After all the research I've done, I don't know how much of this is real, but either way, the abandoned park rides are creepy all by themselves. Lake Shawnee Amusement Park was built in the 1920s after a businessman bought the land from an early settler family. Little did he know, not only was the site a Native American burial ground, but it was also the spot where the old settlers had murdered their children. Obviously, that's not a great place for a theme park, and it didn't take long for other people to agree, since accident after accident happened at the site. One mother left her son at the park and returned to see him drown in the pool, and another girl died on the swings when a van reversed into her. After that, the place shut down for years, and when it was reopened under new management, guests reported seeing a toddler dripping wet among the trees and a little girl in a pink dress crying. I'm not saying any of this is true, but it does earn Lake Shawnee a place on this list, since anywhere with this many stories must have a seriously creepy vibe.
Where is that?
Number 2, Kakanonuma. So I'm guessing some of you watching this list are planning on visiting these spots for yourselves, but as far as this next one goes, you're going to have a tough time. Kakanonuma Greenland is a widely known part of Japan's history, but as far as the exact location goes, the government have done a pretty good job of keeping info under wraps. Even if you do manage to find the coordinates, going there might not be the best idea. Not only is the park in the Fukushima province, but the park itself is a death trap full of rusting tracks, ride cars, and exposed metal that could be deadly in the dark. Not only that, but the place is constantly foggy, making it easy to lose your way between the Ferris wheels and roller coasters.
That's creepy.
It also has a pretty terrifying story attached to it about a British tourist who apparently snuck in years after the demolition date. He took a ton of pictures of the rides, the show buildings, and even the snack vendors. But when he got home, all the pictures had been mysteriously deleted. Only one remained, showing the gateway into the park covered in fog. But if you find the picture zooming in, we'll give you a whole other side of the story. Okay, here's our first honorable mention. It's kind of hard to make a place called Joyland scary. I mean, the name itself is about as happy and non-threatening as it gets. If you were to go there now, you'd have a hard time finding anything that inspired that name. There's no creepy mystery here and no accidental deaths due to the rides. The story's simple. The park opened in 1949 and ran until 2003. But as more and more people flocked to the bigger and more well-known parks, Joyland made less and less money. Eventually, it just had to close, and even the townspeople around it didn't have the heart to try and bring it back. Go there now, and it's a pretty interesting look into the past. Reels of tickets lay on the floor with abandoned vintage roller skates, and there are all sorts of old-timey stalls and games to play, like skee ball and knock out the stars. There's even a huge wooden roller coaster that's one of the last of its kind, although looking at the state it's in, I wouldn't expect it to last much longer.
Freaky.
Our second honorable mention.
Yeah.
I know the goal of this list is to show you some truly scary abandoned theme parks, but the pictures we have of this one are actually more beautiful than frightening. The story of Nara Dreamland in Japan is actually pretty interesting since it was originally supposed to be Japan's version of Disney. Walt Disney even consulted on the park, and there were plans to integrate some famous Disney characters into the rides. In the end, though, the two park makers just couldn't agree, and Dreamland ended up a successful park that was eventually destroyed by people's interest in the famous mouse. Now it sits abandoned, but the trees and plants growing over the pastel rides and roller coasters actually look pretty awesome. In fact, the teacup ride, which isn't really cool unless you're 5 years old or younger, looks better now than it ever did before, if you ask me. Number 1, Gulliver's Kingdom. What do you get when you combine a creepy concept for a theme park, a location next to some of the country's biggest atrocities, and a couple of years of bad financial decisions? Turns out you get an abandoned theme park that's guaranteed to haunt your dreams for months. This park is inspired by the book Gulliver's Travels, which is already a weird story about a human landing on an island with a bunch of tiny people. The park made that concept even creepier by building a giant model man and showing him being tied to the ground by the mini civilization.
Oh my God.
The park is right
That
next
is
to
so
Japan's famous suicide
creepy.
forest, so it's maybe not surprising that families didn't think it was a place to take their kids, but hey, at least Logan Paul's a huge fan of the park. Because of that, or maybe because the park's also next to the base of a famous cult who killed 13 people in a nerve gas attack, the park just didn't make much money, leaving it to rot. Now all that remains are some creepy candy-colored buildings and shaky.
Would you sit on that for $5,000? Like if somebody dare you to jump on that figure and just stand on it.
Probably.
It's
But
just-
there's a side of me that thinks that whole area is possessed. So it scares the
Yeah.
shit out of me.
and you're standing on like, it's just looking at you.
It's fucking so scary.
That's so crazy. Like I was thinking, would I do something like that? I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
That's-
don't, maybe I wouldn't, it's not that
Yeah.
much money. And money, money.
But it's also just a statue.
Right.
But yeah, it is terrifying.
Looking rides, as well as a giant man staring out into the park as he's tied to the ground. It's a nightmare.
Yes, it is a nightmare.
That about wraps up our
Yes.
list of the 5 scariest
It
abandoned
100%
amusement parks
is.
you won't believe exist.
Damn.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's completely free and it really helps us out. Also, if you want to check out our last video, feel free to click on screen in a second. It's really awesome. With that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you
Really awesome.
What is this?
You are grounded.
Oh no. But yeah, and then I want to do one more.
Yeah, let's do it.
What what list do you want to? What do you think you'd want to watch?
Maybe like craziest houses or something, or like living craziest places people live. Top 20 crazy kids. That could be funny. World's weirdest homes.
Was that a
Top 20 most incredible homes you won't believe exist.
is that where my mouse is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Houses can be made anywhere. However,
damn.
designing a great home is no easy task. A home where its residents can feel more comfortable than anywhere else in the world. Whether it's a floating home in the ocean, or a simple house on the beach, or even a tree house. Today, we will show you some of the strangest and bizarre houses from around the world.
All right.
The crazy house. Something out of a fairy tale, like in the movies. This is the crazy house, a guest house based in Vietnam. The initial concept was a tree, but walk inside, you'll find caves, mushrooms, animals, and even spider webs. Visitors have always drawn their similarity to World Disney. It is listed in most travel magazines and travel guides as one of the most bizarre buildings in the world that people won't actually believe exist. It's definitely something to add to your bucket list. The Hobbit House. Simon Dale coming home and said, "Babe, I want to build a lovely home where we can live happily ever after." While his wife and 2 toddlers camped by the site watching, Simon Dale dug into a hillside and constructed a house all by himself
And
with
his
no
wife was very
installation for a
concerned.
cost of only $3,000. It only
And
took
his
him
wife
4
became
months
very
to complete the
concerned.
project, and the family is happy and well settled. Maybe I would be concerned about my home becoming a tourist destination. The Mexican Shell House.
Because that's super
Look at this
nerdy.
remarkable
Yes.
conch shell house in Mexico, designed by one of the most well-known artists.
Have you seen
Octavio
those videos
Ocampo.
of those
It's known
people
to
in
be
the
most
jungle making
beautiful
houses?
home in the Isla Mujeres.
No.
This entire
No?
home is themed
No.
around shells, with some
Okay.
parts being made from corals and upcycled shells. This fantastic place you'll never believe exists also offers the residents a 180-degree view of the Caribbean Ocean.
That's
The Bubbly
really
House.
cool.
These are all like,
The dropping
Park
home is the
like
iconic
home.
bubble house designed
They're all what?
they're kind of like park, like theme
Yeah.
homes. You know, I want like,
You talking about like technologically, right?
just like, yeah, like top 10.
Most advanced.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see.
There we go.
Okay, which thumbnail looks cooler?
Okay, let's see. Let's look at the top. Looks like you've already watched that one. Let's watch the customized Colorado one.
Which one is that?
Go up one more. This one, 8 says it has a bunch of
This
numbers.
one here?
Yep. Listen. $19 million Colorado home. Okay.
This
It's
is a
awesome.
fully automated smart car storage system in the garage of an $18.9 million smart home.
Oh, nice.
Freaky.
Welcome back to the channel. In this week's episode, we are here mountainside in Vail, Colorado, about to tour this newly constructed smart home behind me here at 463 Beaver Dam Road. Some stats on this home: it has 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. It's 4,800 square feet of interior.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this guy.
$60 million and there's only 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, it's
Out of here.
4,800 square feet of interior living space. What the fuck
Like-
are the walls made out of?
Yeah, this is so stupid. This is a basic ass house.
This is a basic house.
interior living space with a ton of built-in smart home
You
technology.
know what I'm gonna do
Like
that I
this,
don't
check this
normally
out.
do?
This
What?
is a biometric finger
I'm
scanning
gonna give this
door
a thumbs
unlocking
down.
system.
Yeah.
There's a bit more on the exterior of the home that we're going to go over.
Oh.
Starting off with the exterior of this home and in market, it's all about
I
location.
love it.
And this
I'm
property
gonna
is situated
comment.
just a few
Yeah.
steps from the iconic
Yeah.
Vail ski
4
slopes. Now,
bedrooms.
pulling up to this home for the first time, you can see we have this beautiful modern new construction build that's made out of poured concrete, glass, steel, and rich walnut wood accents. The rooftop and the driveway of this home have built-in geothermal snowmelt technology for those long winter months, which eliminates the need for all that snow removal during periods of heavy snowfall that Vail can get from time to time during the winter. Now, the most interesting part about the exterior of the home, the driveway flows off to the left here.
I like your comment.
Now, this is a fully automated hydraulic car lift, and now the car will slide all the way up to the left. Now your sports car.
I'm sorry, I can't. This is whack.
It's whack.
Yeah, it's whack.
Bye.
10 most advanced smart homes in the world. Okay.
I'm about to like your comment though on what you said.
Oh, you did?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Homes are an important part of human
That's
life.
awesome.
They provide a safe place for us to rest, keep our properties, and live a comfortable life. Over the years, home technology has advanced such that
I mean, okay, I think I need to be more specific in the search.
Okay.
Because we're really looking for mansions that are advanced,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Let's look for
and
no idea.
what is this? 10 most advanced. Oh, that was the same one that it gave me before.
45 million. Oh, that the second one's a new one.
Oh, this is a new one?
Well, we haven't played it.
Okay.
homes are an important part of human life. They provide a safe place for us to rest, keep our properties, and live a comfortable life.
Oh, this is what
Over
we
the
were watching.
years, home technology has advanced such
This
that
last
many
video we
homes
watched.
now use smart
Did it?
devices. Today, we'll be looking at 10 of the most advanced smart homes in the world. You
I
will
put
be surprised
mansions,
by the features
Yeah.
of these.
and this came up.
Let's get started.
Oh, okay.
Number 10, High Tech High Life. High Tech High Life is a luxury and smart home located on the 5th floor of the historic People's Building in Charleston, South Carolina. This 3,000 square foot condo offers jaw-dropping views of the Charleston Harbor. In fact, it has a
Dude.
ceiling-mounted
Sorry, where
camera
are we?
which
What's
projects
happening?
the harbor and Fort Sumter on the wall.
3,000
TV
square
screen in the
feet.
lo-
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like these
Wow.
freaking studio apartments.
Yeah.
Home is an important part of human life.
What the
They provide
hell?
A safe place for us to
How
rest,
is this?
keep our properties, and live a comfortable
I
life.
clicked a different
Over the
video.
years-
Didn't you see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you able to use your mouse?
I can I can ask you to remote control.
All right, ask me to remote control.
Homes are an important part of human life. They provide a safe place for us to rest, keep our properties, and live a comfortable life. Over the years,
Oh, here's a
home
mega
technology has
mansion. Are we
advanced
watching?
such that
Mega
many homes
mansions?
now use smart devices.
Yeah.
Today, we'll be
I
looking at
already
10
watch
of the
that?
most advanced smart homes in the world. You will be surprised by the features
yeah.
of these homes. Let's get started. Number 10, High Tech High Life.
Where is
High
it?
Tech High Life is a luxury and smart home located on the 5th floor
I
of the
don't
historic
mind
People's
rewatching
Building
because they're
in
actually super
Charleston,
cool.
South
So.
Carolina. This 3,000 square foot condo offers jaw-dropping views of the Charleston Harbor. In fact, it has a ceiling-mounted camera which projects the harbor and Fort Sumter on the wall or TV screen.
Or TV screen.
Mega mansions in America. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's do that.
This looks cool.
Come on, internet.
I know.
Straight tripping.
Mm.
Hey, did you see the video I posted of those dudes dancing? And talking?
Yes. Yes, on Instagram.
In
Yeah.
this series, we have toured some of the most incredible luxury penthouses.
Okay, here we go. This is fun. Now, I don't want a huge ass house. I just want to be clear because I mean, it's just so much to maintain or
It's
people
a
to
lot of
hire.
cleaning. Yeah.
Houses and mega mansions around America.
Not impressive to me, but it's interesting to see.
Why is this thing tripping?
It is tripping hard right now.
In this series, we have toured some of the most incredible luxury penthouses and mega mansions around America.
I would love to go to a party there. That would be fun as fuck. Huh?
At a mansion?
At a mansion. I've been to mansions. But not as many mansion parties as I'd like. Damn. Dave, what is your favorite color? Or maybe you're frozen too. If I'm okay. I'm gonna take over Dave's YouTube channel now since he's been kicked off.